Welcome back to Gearhead Evolution, your go-to spot for everything fast, loud, and legendary. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated modern muscle cars of the year, the 2026 Ford Eleanor. Yes, you heard it right. The iconic Eleanor name is back, and Ford has taken it to a whole new level. Buckle up, because this isn't just a resto-mod tribute, it's a high-tech beast built with serious attitude and performance to match. Let's talk power. At the heart of the 2026 Ford Eleanor is a hand-built 5.2-liter supercharged V8, pushing out a blistering 760 horsepower and 680 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission that snaps through gears like a race car. Launch control comes standard, and it hits 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds. That's faster than most modern sports cars and absolutely insane for a machine that still carries the spirit of '67 muscle. But this isn't just brute force. Ford has tuned the suspension with adaptive Magnaride dampers, stiffer sway bars, and a revised chassis geometry that keeps the car flat in corners. Whether you're carving up canyon roads or hitting the track, the Eleanor feels planted and responsive. There's even rear-wheel steering, which gives it better agility at low speeds and improved stability when you're pushing it to the limit. It's muscle with manners, if such a thing even exists. Braking is handled by massive 6-piston Brembos up front and 4 pistons in the rear, clamping down on carbon ceramic rotors. Pedal feel is sharp, and fade resistance is excellent, even after multiple hard laps. Traction is no joke either. A performance-tuned limited slip differential and sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires keep this monster glued to the pavement. The exhaust note is something out of a dream, or maybe a nightmare, depending on who you ask. It's loud, raw, and unapologetically American. There's an active exhaust system that lets you choose between track, sport, or quiet mode, but let's be honest, no one's buying an Eleanor to keep it quiet. When you stomp the throttle, you get that deep, throaty growl followed by supercharger whine and pops on downshifts. It's pure auditory adrenaline. Now, let's step inside. The interior of the 2026 Eleanor blends retro cues with modern tech in a way that's surprisingly tasteful. You get hand-stitched leather with contrast accents, a flat-bottom Alcantara steering wheel, and vintage-style toggle switches on the dash. But don't be fooled, there's a 12.3-inch digital cluster and a 13-inch infotainment system running Ford's latest Sync 5 software. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are included, as well as a premium Bang & Olufsen sound system for those rare times you're not listening to the V8. The seats are Recaro buckets, supportive and track-ready, but still comfortable enough for daily use. There's just enough room in the back to technically call it a 4-seater, but let's be real, those rear seats are for helmets and jackets. Cargo space is decent for a sports coupe, and everything feels solid, from the door panels to the shifter. It's clear Ford didn't just focus on speed, they've paid attention to quality too. So, is the 2026 Ford Eleanor worth the hype? Absolutely. It's not just a muscle car, it's a modern legend in the making. Ford has taken everything that made the original Eleanor iconic and reimagined it for today's world, with more power, better handling, and just enough high-tech to keep it relevant. For those who grew up idolizing the classic fastback or those just discovering its legacy, the new Eleanor doesn't disappoint. In fact, it sets a new bar for what a muscle car can be in 2026. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss an evolution. This is Gearhead Evolution, where legends come to life.